So that was one topic for you. Where do you go when you kick it? You go somewhere, you go nowhere, good, bad, indifferent. That's one topic. Next topic. My last video, I got some responses that made me kind of interested. A lot of people were very negative about the future. We're all going to be burnt to a cinder. We're going to be fighting for natural resources. Wars, famines, floods, burning, death, destruction. We're all fucked. And I'm wondering, what do you think of that? I mean, do you think that we're all fucked? And if you do, just as an added question, what is your political affiliation, I wonder? I wonder if it skews more on one side of the political spectrum than the other. Just as a scientific query, you know? If you're pessimistic about the future, are you more of a Democrat? Are you more of a Republican? Are you more of a liberal? I mean, independent? So if you could, in the comments, just say, all right, what do you consider yourself? Conservative, liberal, and are we screwed or are we not screwed? And maybe what news do you watch? Do you watch a lot of news? If so, what? CNN, Fox, local? What do you watch? I'll tell you what my hypothesis is in a moment here. My hypothesis is that if you watch a lot of news, your outlook is probably rather grim. And I think that is on both sides of the political spectrum. Maybe for different reasons, or maybe for the same, I don't know. The other thing is, I think if you're older, your outlook is probably going to be more grim for the future of humanity. Whereas younger people are full of idealism. That's just another hypothesis. I could be very wrong. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe younger people are more pessimistic. I don't know. Could be a generational thing. I happen to be of the belief that we're not screwed, that we'll continue to meet the challenges of the future. Sure, there are going to be problems, but I have hope that we have learned from the past enough to avoid annihilating ourselves through nuclear war, and to avoid annihilating ourselves for other reasons, like the climate. Hey! Oh, that was wonderful. That got the heart pumping. Woo! That always gets the heart pumping. I love that road. I love hitting the century mark on this thing. It is so smooth. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm kind of concentrating on these twisties right now. These microscopic twisties. It's the only place I can really get a good twisty. Is right here. That rocked. Always got to be careful over here because of gravel. The Ogburn gravel people. Where they are. So yeah, what do you think? Are we fucked? We're not? I think we'll be alright. I'm hoping we'll be better than we are today. I wonder what people thought 200 years ago. Did they think the world wouldn't be here either? And the last topic, very small topic, might not even make the cut. What is your position on education? I was always of the mind that you need to have a university education in this world for two reasons. That lady wasn't even looking. She wasn't even looking, that bitch. First reason you need a university education for me was to have some economic options. You wanted to have a job that was lucrative enough to live well and not have to struggle your entire life. Because at some point your muscles give out, you injure yourself. It's hard. Using your brain as part of your job, I think, would be a wise thing to do. It pays better, generally. You can do it for longer. My father hurt himself a lot in his job as a construction worker. Ended up having to retire younger. I think it was 56 when he retired. He fell 50 feet onto a pile of steel a couple of times, actually. So he had a rough time, but he was a survivor, that's for sure. An education is something they can never take away from you. Even if you default on your loans, they can't go in and suck your brain dry. At least not yet. So that was my first reason, is for economic viability. And the second reason, which I think is just about equal to the first reason, but slightly second, is to be a better human being. I think you're given this incredible piece of, what do you call it? Cholesterol inside your head. And I think it's important for you to use it. Use it as much as you can. I mean, there's so much to know in the world. History, science, mathematics, physics, psychology, sociology, philosophy. There are so many things to learn. You could have 1,000 lifetimes and still not know anything. But I think learning is really a powerful thing. But that's just me. What do you think about education? Do you think people should go to college? I imagine if you didn't go to college, you probably think it doesn't really have any value. Especially if you did well and you still didn't go to college. You say, oh, you don't need it. I did fine. Or maybe you went to college and you regret it. I don't know. What do you think? All right, folks. This is my Kaylee 7. I'll talk to you later.